My dear students, how are you? I wish all of you to be well always. Okay. Welcome to my class today. Actually, your class, not my class. In class 6, English first paper. I'm your presenter, Tushar Das sir. I'm a assistant teacher of Lakers Public School and College. Okay. Today's lesson, lesson 5. Thanks for your work. Okay. And after completing the lesson, students will be able, that means you will be able to talk about people, places, and familiar objects in short and simple sentences, ask and answer questions, participate in short dialogues and conversations on familiar topics, read and understand text, write short paragraphs. Okay, write short paragraphs. Clear? So I think you have understood all of this sentence, because we already read and talked about these sentences before, right? So number A, look and say, use suitable words for the box to describe the occupation of each person below. Each person below. Use suitable words, okay, from the box to describe the occupation. Do you know what is occupation means? It is actually livelihood by which works one can just live well, or one can live in this world. Okay. Of each person below. Newspaper hawker. I mean, you first see the words. Newspaper hawkers, nurse, cleaner, rickshaw puller, waiter, and postman. The 6 occupations are here. Newspaper hawker, who hawks newspaper. Nurse, who just help the wounded person or any sick people. Okay. Cleaner, who cleans the area of around us, actually. Rickshaw puller, who pull rickshaw. Okay. And waiter, you know very well who is waiter. They are in the restaurant or any kinds of tea shops to serve the people a lot of things, tea, coffee, or any snacks, etc. Okay. And a postman who posts letters. I think you don't know about this person, because postman's age is already finished, because a lot of things has come to fill that post. Okay, that's why postman is not in the post right now. Okay, fine. So now you have to match the occupation by these words. Yeah. Number 1. Do you know what kinds of people he is and what he's doing right now? Okay, I think he sweeps the area, right? So that's why he's cleaner. Okay, this occupation is cleaner. So number 1, cleaner. Number 2, this person is postman, who posts the letter. Actually to the person who is responsible for this letter or for this parcel. Okay. And number 3, she's nurse. We're seeing right now that he's getting an injection to push anyone. So she's nurse. She helps people to she helps wounded person and sick people. Number 4, he's the waiter. He's waiter. You see that 2 plates of foods is serving to the person who has ordered him. Yeah. And number 5, he's rickshaw puller. He pulls rickshaw right now. And number 6, he's hawker, newspaper hawker. He hawks newspaper. Clear? So I think you have understood this occupation with this name, with these suitable words. We have already chosen to match the occupation with these words. Okay. So the next one is one. Choose appropriate words from the box to complete the dialogue below. Then act out the dialogue in pairs. Got it? Choose appropriate words from this box. You have to complete the dialogues here. At first, we will see the words in the box: letters, restaurant, streets, place, and morning. Got it? Five words are here. Now, what does a cleaner do? What does a cleaner do? A cleaner cleans our houses, office, and dash, etc. What should be the right answer here? A cleaner cleans our houses, office, and streets, etc. Got it? Streets. Okay. What does a newspaper hawker do? Newspaper hawker. A hawker gives us newspaper every morning. For this, every morning a hawker gives us newspaper for the daily news, so that you can know the daily news and views of around us. Okay. What does a postman do? A postman delivers letters and other items to us. That is letters. A postman delivers to the responsible person for any kinds of news and or any kinds of parcels. What does a rickshaw puller do? A rickshaw puller takes us from one dash to another, one place to another. Okay, a rickshaw puller takes us from one place to another. What does a waiter do? A waiter serves food at the restaurant. Okay, got it? A waiter serves food at the restaurant to the person who orders something. Okay, so I think we have completed this dialogue with the appropriate words chosen from these places. Number B. Read the text about Bulbul and answer the questions below. Okay, Bulbul, the name of a person. Bulbul collects rubbish from the Shankar area in Dhaka. Every morning he wakes up at 5 o'clock and walks along the streets of Shankar to collect rubbish. People of Shankar put their rubbish in plastic bins and leave them in front of their houses. Bulbul works from door to door to collect them. Sometimes the bins are very dirty and they smell bad. But Bulbul doesn't mind. He takes out everything from the bins and puts them in his van. He believes that all jobs are important. He works hard every day to keep this area clean. Got it? So here, this is the passage about Bulbul, who is actually a cleaner, or you can say that. Okay. You can say that rubbish collector or rubbish collector. Appropriate words it is. He is a cleaner. Okay, fine. He cleans outside, or he cleans our houses, our streets, etc. By Bulbul collects rubbish from the Shankar area in Dhaka. Shankar area is the place in Dhaka. Every morning he wakes up at 5 o'clock, okay, and works along the streets of Shankar to collect rubbish. People of Shankar put their rubbish in plastic bins. Do you know what is bins? Plastic bins, and leave them in front of their houses. In front of means, it's a phrase. In front of means, you can say before. In front of means before, after, or this is okay. So in front of their houses, Bulbul works from door to door to collect them. Okay, Bulbul collects them, and he collects and takes out everything from the beans. Sometimes the beans are very dirty and they smell bad, but he doesn't mind. He takes out everything from the beans and put them in his van. He believes that all jobs are important and he works hard every day to keep this area clean. That means he's a cleaner. Last month, Bulbul was sick for 2 days, so he couldn't come to collect the rubbish. The people of Shankar were in great trouble. They got piles of rubbish waiting in front of their houses. The whole area became dirty and unhygienic. When Bulbul got well, he came back to Shankar. He collected everything from all the bins. Bulbul doesn't want to fall sick again. He realizes if he stops working even for a few days only, the whole area will turn into a big dustbin. Okay? Because they don't have any people to collect this rubbish. That's why he doesn't want to fall sick again. Okay? Because if he falls or if he stops working, then the whole area will become a big dustbin. Okay? So, what time does Bulbul wake up? What time does Bulbul wake up? Already we knew this. He wakes up at 5 o'clock before, right? He wakes up at 5 o'clock every morning. So, we can say that Bulbul wakes up. Bulbul wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, Bulbul wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That should be the right answer, because what does it mean that wakes up? Because Bulbul is third person singular number here, so you have to add arrow as or yes after this principal verb. Okay. Where do the people of Shankar put their rubbish? Where do the people of Shankar put their rubbish? You have to choose the subject at first. The people of Shankar, that is the subject. Okay. Then you have to choose verb. The people of Shankar put their rubbish in front of their houses. In front of their houses. Okay. In front of their houses. Why does Bulbul think that all jobs are important? Why does Bulbul think that all jobs are important? Here is the news. He believes that all jobs are important. He works hard every day to keep this area clean. Okay. It's an occupation, right? It's an occupation. So Bulbul thinks that all jobs are important because it's an occupation, it's a livelihood. Okay. So every works are important. Why? Because every work is needed for everyone, for others. Actually, we all do anything for others, not for ourselves. Why? Because we are born to do that. Got it? Okay. What happened when Bulbul became sick? What happened when Bulbul became sick? When last month Bulbul was sick for 2 days, so he couldn't come to collect the rubbish. So what happened? Bulbul became sick. When Bulbul became sick, when Bulbul became sick, it's a past form happen. What happened? Okay. And when Bulbul became sick, the people of Shankar are in great trouble. That's the main problem. When he was sick, the people of Shankar were in great trouble because they got piles of rubbish waiting in front of their houses. They got piles. Okay. What does it mean, piles? Piles mean, you can say mass, metropolis, mass, or bank, or heap, or bundle. Okay, a lot of things you can say about this. The synonym of these piles. Piles of rubbish waiting in front of their houses. The whole area became dirty and unhygienic. So what happened when Bulbul became sick? When Bulbul became sick, the people of Shankar are in great trouble. That's all. No problem. What will happen if Bulbul falls sick again? What will happen? Here, look, Bulbul doesn't want to fall sick again. Why? he doesn't want to fall sick again, because he thinks that if he falls sick again, then he will stop working, and if he stops working even for a few days, then the whole area will turn into a big dustbin. That's why if Bulbul falls sick again, this line will be the real answer. The whole area will turn into a big dustbin. Got it? What will you say to Bulbul if you meet him? What will you say? Wow, what a question it is, really. What will you say to Bulbul if you meet him? Then you have to write this answer, not you. If I meet him, I will say to Bulbul, thank you. Okay, I will say Bulbul, thank you, or I will say thank you to Bulbul if I meet him. You can answer these two types, no problem. Got it? Okay, fine. So I think you got this. Now look, think of a person who helps you live well. Write a composition on this person. Now answer the following questions. Okay, actually it's a paragraph, or it's a composition, short compositions. You may know about it. It's a short composition about Bulbul, about a person you know very well who helps you live well. Okay, or a sweeper, a cleaner, any kinds of compositions name will be, no problem. Now answer the following questions. What does he or she do? Okay, if you think that you have a cleaner, you have a maid, servants, he also help you to live well, right? So you can say about him or her, no problem. What does he do and he or she do? How does his work help you live well? Okay, that means how can he or she help you to live well? Here, how does his work? These kinds of questions. What does he or she do? So maybe it is important to press here that how does his or her work help you well? Okay, no problem. What time does he or she start his or her work? Okay, that means his working time, when he starts his work or her work. How does he or she do the work? How does? Suppose Bulbul, he cleans the area. Okay. Does he or she like the job? Why or why not? If she or he likes the job, then why? Or if he doesn't like the job, why not? Okay, such kind of questions you have to answer. What will happen if he or she stops working? Suppose you have a maid. Do you know who are the maids actually? Maid is women actually, and who just help you to live well, especially. Got it? And some women who help you to live, suppose servants, maid servants, that means women servants. Got it? Servants, we know about servant that he should be or can be or could be man, but we know very well that maid means an woman, right? So that's why maid means an woman. So what do you think about his or her, what do you think about his or her job? His or her job. What do you think about his or her job? Is it important or not? Is it very dear to all or not? Okay? Or what does he think or she think about her job? Clear? How can you explain his or her job that it is very much important? Clear? So you have to write a composition about a person who helps you live well. Suppose a cleaner, a maid, okay, a sweeper, a hawker, or a rickshaw puller or a nurse, no problem. Language focus. Notice the verbs in the italics in the following sentences. Italic means like this. Collects, that is italic form. Bulbul collects rubbish from the Shankar area in Dhaka. Every day he wakes up at 5 o'clock and walks along the streets of Shankar. Here as. Okay, we talk about usual routines in simple present tense. In simple present tense, the verb takes an as or yes if the subject is any one person, that means he or she, etc. Okay, that means third person singular number. If the subject is third person singular number, then you have to add as or yes. You have to add as or yes with the verb. And notice the verbs in the following sentences in italics. The people in Shankar area became very upset. They got piles of rubbish waiting outside their house. All the sentences here talk about the past. Okay, past form. So that's why became and got, they are also past form. So they are in simple past tense. In simple past tense, the verb is always in its past form. For example, got, became, etc. Okay? Got, became their past form. Because when we just talk about the past, then you have to use past form of verb. Correct? For making a simple past tense. So today I think you have understood this part very well. If you are unable to understand any part of this lecture, then please phone me, call me, or comments me. No problem. I will solve it the next class. Yeah. So thank you. See you. And don't forget to watch online classes regularly. Got it? Bye bye.